Hello everyone, welcome to the Sweet Source Canada YouTube channel. My name is Tristan, and today, just before we start the video, I just want to say I hope everyone had a great holiday season, full with love, family, and spending time with everyone, and hopefully some great memories for everyone. And I also want to say Happy New Year's and hope 2025 rocks for you guys. We know over here we're going to have a lot of changes and a lot of new things hopefully coming soon. I apologize for the windy day, by the way. Hope it doesn't mess around the audio too much. But I just wanted to say, thank you very much for everyone who has supported our Instagram, our website, our store, our YouTube channel, has supported me, whether it's family, friends, or members of the community. I'm very grateful for everyone, and hopefully 2025 will be a really great year. I have a lot of great things planned for the future, so I hope you guys will be on board for the ride. I wanted to also apologize for any delay in content being posted to the channel. It's been probably a month. That's on me, of course. I had kind of a crazy holiday season. The last month and a half was wild. A lot of personal things, a lot of big changes in my life. So put it that way, as you said, in a different location as well. So don't have all my stuff with me yet. There's a lot of things going on. Nothing really particularly bad, but I am definitely going to commit to posting more to this channel. I have a lot of plans for future videos. Even though the weather's not ideal here, I am going to work on doing some more stuff for the channel. So thanks guys for staying tuned, and thanks guys for understanding. But yeah, let's get into it. Alright, so today on our 1998 Volvo V70 T5, we're going to be installing this, which is our in-house license plate bracket for these cars. Now, why we built this out of an anodized aluminum with stainless steel hardware is because these original ones usually tend to rust and kind of fall apart after a while. So we started manufacturing these, all designed and made in Canada with Canadian and locally sourced materials. And we're going to go ahead and give you guys a brief rundown of what this is and why this is kind of a beneficial product. So there's a few reasons why. Of course, we start with these silicone bumpers that remain malleable and soft at all temperatures. So for us in Canada, where sometimes you get to minus 30 degrees Celsius, these little rubber bumpers are going to be really nice to make sure that your finish stays intact on your Volvo. We also have the bumpers extend a bit more to touch the plate and keep everything from not vibrating rather, and causing some NVH concerns. We also use stainless steel hardware, so we've got, of course, the studs, which are actually bolts in these slots so they don't move around. As you can see, these are adjustable, so when you release the acorn nut and the jam nut, this can move up and down depending on how you want to adjust your plate, depending on what kind of plate you have, plate frame, whatever it is. These are adjustable. We will get to that afterwards as we install it. And we also have these acorn nuts that mimic the original ones. They're also stainless steel, so they're going to last really long. These materials as well, we've tested them. They are very, very corrosion resistant. They will last much, much longer than the original one. And once it's all fitted to the vehicle, it remains and gives a factory look and feel. And I'll show you guys just how easy it is to install this on this V70. And this will apply to pretty much every single model this fits. The only difference is maybe the hardware and where you'll mount it on these holes here. Might be different. Some cars will have a hex bolt, some cars will have a Torx. Like this car in particular has a Torx, so I'll show you guys all that process as we get into it. But apart from that, it is a good quality product. Of course, with the sticker made in Canada, tamper-proof sticker, and we will get into how we're going to install this now. Alright, now first things first, we're going to loosen up the 10mm acorn nuts. I apologize for the car shelter that's making a lot of noise because of wind. Probably yesterday was probably a better day to record this, but here we are. So just start by removing these with a 10mm socket, and these should not be tight at all. I actually also put a bit of anti-seize on these just so everything comes out a bit smoother. This plate bracket here that I have on the car is an OEM one, but I did replace it maybe about a year ago. Not for a brand new one, but for a nice used one. And these acorn nuts are also, I believe, new Volvo ones I put on here when I did change this. So everything's still in relatively good shape, but you won't always see this. Sometimes you'll get a used Volvo and these are just falling apart. So this is going to be a decent little upgrade, of course, a nice little upgrade. And we'll be able to install it and it'll retain that factory look. So just go ahead and undo all these. And I might as well just give this all a clean too. Once that's done, you can go ahead and remove your license plate frame if you have one, and your license plate itself. As you can see, here's the original plate bracket, and our next step is to remove these two T30s. Now these aren't original screws. I had replaced these. I don't know where I got them from in the end, but I had replaced these a while back. So we're gonna go ahead and take these out. So T30, just go in there and undo these. These should not be on very tight. And then just go ahead and undo them the rest of the way by hand. As you can see here, once you remove one, I'll show you. There are different mounting holes. Ours has 3 different mounting holes. These have 2. These are original ones. So let's go ahead and remove that. Go ahead and remove the plate frame, and there we go. And then here we can just clean this up and all that. But here's our original Volvo bracket. All right, so here we go. We have the OEM one right here and our Sweet Source Canada branded plate bracket. So as you can see, dimensions are pretty much identical when it comes to mounting. You're not gonna have any issues mounting this onto your car. When it comes to these studs, you can adjust them the exact same way. So I'll go ahead and get my license plate and we'll mount this. We'll get this all set up properly. So to adjust these, we're just gonna remove these 4 acorn nuts, just like so. And then we're gonna undo these jam nuts. When you do get this plate from us, these jam nuts will only be tightened by hand. So you can just go ahead and undo them like this. Once that's done, you're gonna just undo them a bit more, just enough to loosen it all. And then you could go ahead and move these studs freely like this. So I'm gonna go ahead and just put the plate frame. I like to keep these holes covered. So let's go ahead and do that. I think here might be adjusted well enough. Yeah, as you can see it is. So from there, it's just a matter of tightening all these down and just make it look nice and even, which here it does. So I'm gonna go ahead and tighten this one. I'm gonna go ahead and tighten this one. Once that's tightened by hand, finger tight, you can see here that our plate goes on perfectly. Good fit. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna tighten these jam nuts with the 10mm, very, very lightly. Maybe a quarter turn is all you need. You don't need to go too crazy because it's just so, this can't be loosened by hand anymore, as you can see. And the rubber is compressed slightly, and that's all fine and dandy there. So once that's done, we could just take a quick showcase of this, comparing to the OEM one. So of course, material difference, of course, is a first key thing. These are made of galvanized steel. At a certain point, I don't know if Volvo stopped doing that, but they were made out of galvanized steel. I don't know if the new ones are, as the coating has changed. The Volvo one does have the bumpers, which is nice. Here it's more recessed, so there's no worries about this part touching the back of your car, whereas here Volvo just made sure. But we also have these 4 rather, silicone bumpers on both sides, which Volvo do provide that too in the form of rubber, which is fine. And then over here, you can also see how it mounts. These are actually pressed studs, and then these here are screws which move around. So if any time, like if this were to strip or get damaged, these are easily replaceable, whereas this you might need to change the whole entire bracket. So that's kind of the benefit of this part, and plus it'll last way longer, especially in poor conditions. This will perform very well, and you might not need to ever change it ever once you buy one. So it'll pretty much last as long as your old Volvo will, of course. So that's the whole goal with this. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and put this away. I could use that on a different car or keep it as a spare, and we can go ahead and install this one onto the V70. So I've gone ahead and given this car a quick clean just in this area. I've also cleaned the license plate and the frame as well for the license plate. As you can see, this is a truly dirty car. It's a real Canadian daily driver, let's put it that way. Daily driven through rain, shine, snow, whatever it is. I drive this car all the time. It is my main grocery getter, furniture transporter, whatever it is, road trip car. It's a car I use for like pretty much everything. So this plate is really gonna be put to the test on this car. It drives through every condition possible. I put it through a lot. It's a real workhorse, and I'm hoping our plate, I have very, very high faith that this plate will do a great job. So the first thing you want to do is when you mount them, make sure you just use the same hole on either side. So if you use the middle one, use the middle one, and you're going to choose your height of how you want it. So if you want a bit lower, a bit higher. On some cars, you may need to use a different hole. I'm going to go ahead and use the middle hole in this case. And before you install the screws, I'm just going to go ahead and use a bit of anti-seize on these as well. And honestly, I do highly recommend the use of anti-seize on these. These aren't factory bolts, but I do highly recommend the use of a little bit of anti-seize on these. You don't need a whole lot, just enough to create a coating on the threads, so that nothing gets all stuck. And obviously, you saw how easy they came out. That's thanks to anti-seize and not over tightening things. So let's go ahead and install these screws. Before you tighten everything down, I did actually decide to use the top one, I think it's actually going to be a little bit better. So you could just choose where you want to put it. If you want to put it in the middle, bottom, you could choose. I think this is going to be better. It's going to sit a little bit lower and look a bit better. So that's how I'm going to choose. When you do tighten these screws are actually probably a little bit too short for this application. So I had to actually kind of press it down a bit to get it in there. But once that's done, it's just a matter of tightening it up. Now I chose to mount on the upper part here, on the highest hole. So that's where I'm going to keep it. And you could also choose to mount in the middle, depending on where you want it in the car. And then I'm going to go ahead and tighten these bolts down after the anti-seize, of course. So tighten them, but not too crazy. Just go with the ratchet. Don't need to go crazy. Really, these bolts should not be in super duper tight. You really just want the bracket to be firmly in place. And that's gonna look pretty good like that. So firmly in place, there's still lots of space to tighten, but I don't need to tighten it like crazy. So that's nicely in place. Then we're gonna go ahead and install our plate. I've cleaned it up a bit so it looks a bit better. Once that's all installed, we have our plate on there. We're gonna go ahead and just put a bit of anti-seize on each of these studs. I'll clean up the overspray afterwards. Like that. You can start threading on these acorn nuts. Then go ahead and maybe give it a half turn at most. Or until you feel like it's snug, but not like really snug, but just starting to get snug. That should be more than enough. So as you can see, it's really firmly installed. It looks factory thanks to these acorn nuts. They look really good. And once that's all tightened up, you're pretty much good to go. This is gonna provide really a solid mounting option. It looks factory, it looks clean. And honestly, this is a product we're really happy about. It's the first of hopefully many custom anodized aluminum parts that are made to have that factory look. All right, everyone, so that's pretty much it. And like I said at the start of the video, guys, I really want to thank you guys for all the support you guys have given me with the start of this YouTube channel back in May, as well as the Instagram a couple years back, and of course the store, especially when we launched our online site. I really am grateful for everyone that has supported Sweet Source Canada and myself throughout 2024 and all the prior years. And honestly, everything I'm doing is for you guys, for the community, and I will continue helping you guys out as much as I can with what I could do with these videos and content, and of course meeting people in person and helping through of course messages and everything. Any way I can, pretty much I will do what I can to be there for you guys. But honestly, like I said, I hope you guys had a great holiday season, and I really hope that New Year's for you is going to be great, and you'll have a really good 2025. And once again, I want to thank you guys for supporting, for watching this video and all my other stuff. And honestly, guys, take care, have a great one, and enjoy the rest of your time off. Goodbye.